Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more. You won't believe they gave us the wrong house. They gotta deliver us the right house. Just stay tuned.
Mobile Home Mommy.
What's up, y'all? We're here at a manufactured dealership in Tennessee. We're about to get a mobile home move, but I got stories for days. You got stories?
I got some too.
Can you just tell them what just happened today? Can you just tell them?
We're gonna do it later, but we're about to move a home. Just stay with us, stay tuned.
Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more. You won't believe they gave us the wrong house. They gotta deliver us the right house. Just stay tuned.
Got one in motion, baby.
And look at this.
He moving.
We got action.
Too.
Oh, we got action. Go up, son.
Oh, he got handles.
Wow.
Y'all see this? My man said, who can't turn in? He said, I get in the tight spaces. Who?
What's up, everybody? We are currently at the mobile home park, and Aaron and we getting a mobile home move today, y'all. Listen, these are some things you need to know when you're getting a mobile home move. When you're getting a mobile home move, you need to have several mobile home movers. The reason you need to have several mobile home movers is because their schedules are always backed up. Sometimes they have to cancel, so I make sure that we have a list of mobile home movers that I use, right? Interchangeably. I also stay in contact with my movers, so I know that if I'm moving a mobile home and it's due to be moved in 2 weeks, at least that week before I start calling to make sure everything is still lining up. In a lot of states, if it rains, y'all, they have to wait till the ground dries. So let's say it rained on a Monday, they may have to wait a few days to make sure the ground is completely dry. And as you can see behind us, they're moving this bad boy now, so we're gonna take this way. So, Aaron, what are some tips you want to tell people when it comes to moving a mobile home?
Similar to what you said, you want to stay in contact as the days get closer, and you also want to see the deal through. You want to be there like we're here right now on set. You want to stay in constant communication. In the morning of, I woke up this morning and called my mover an hour and a half, 2 hours before, just to make sure everything was still on schedule. And then you want to come out to the site and meet them and, like I said, see the deal through.
Yep. So you want to make sure that you have a list of movers, as we stated. You want to make sure that you stay in constant communication and always have backup movers, y'all. I've had several mobile homes that needed to be moved, and then my mover couldn't do it for whatever reason. A lot of time movers are also contracted with manufactured home dealerships, so sometimes they are priority. That being said, I don't have a problem with telling my mover, listen, I really need this moved on this date. Can I give you some extra cash? What can we work out? And 10 times out of 10, it works, okay? Let's talk about the price of moves. Now, I'm in North Carolina. The price for my moves range anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000, but it depends state by state. What have you seen in California?
California, I've seen anywhere from 10 to 20,000. 10 for a single wide, 20 for a double wide, which is a lot. I wholesale one.
Wholesale.
Wholesale. Sorry about that.
It's cool. It's cool.
I wholesale one a couple of months ago. It was a double wide, and they had to pay 20,000 to get it moved. I had a wholesale, a single wide. They charged 10,000, and this one here in Tennessee, the park. I just know these numbers because the park manager, they're paying for this move. I'm not paying for it.
That's a gym. We'll tell y'all about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. They're paying for this move, so this move is $3,800. So you can, like Nicole said, in North Carolina, you can pretty much count it to be $3,800 to $4,000.
But just like Aaron said, if you have a double wide, it's double the money. If you have a triple wide mobile home, it's triple the money. Why? Because they're moving that home in sections. So a single wide, as you look over here, he's just moving it in one section. But a double wide, that's 2 different trips, 2 different trucks. So make sure you take that into consideration. Another thing with moving a mobile home, I was the same way, so I don't fault you. When you're moving a mobile home, you have to reconnect everything. See, y'all ain't like me, y'all smarter than me. But when I moved my very first mobile home, I was like, why the electricity not working? Why the water not working? That's crazy, right? Now that I think about it, but back then I didn't understand. And the man was like, ma'am, the pipes are not gonna drag down the road, and you need to attach it to the new electrical pole. When you're moving a mobile home, the expenses that you're going to cover, you have to pay for permits to get it on the road. You have to pay for the mobile home move, okay? You have to, and with the permits, it depends on how much they charge you for the inspections. You get that done through your local city or county, okay? Just call and say, hey, I need permits for moving a mobile home, and they'll get you to the right department. Mine is the taxation office in North Carolina. Okay.
Is there a reason that you're not writing this down?
You gotta pay a plumber to reconnect the lines. You have to pay an electrician to reconnect the lines. Now, my plumbing was about $2,500. My electrical work was about $2,000. What about you?
Yeah, I just had one here on the backside of this park done. The electric work was $2,300, but he's gonna let me pay him $2,000. And I haven't had the plumbing done yet, so I don't know the exact numbers on the plumbing, but I had someone had plumbing done here. I just don't know the numbers at this moment.
Now, let's rewind back and think about what Aaron said. So remember, he said, I know the numbers here, but the park is paying for this move. Y'all, come a little closer. Let me tell you a secret. The best way to get these deals done is to find parks that have vacant lots that are investor friendly. And when they come in and say, oh yeah, we'll love for you to come invest in our park, we'll give you a month's free lot rent. What we asking for, Aaron?
We asking for 6 months free.
We asking for 6 months free lot rent.
And then if they might say yay, but if they say nay, they're gonna be like, oh, well, 6 is a little bit high. We could probably do 3 or 4. So normally I always settle around 4. So even with this part here, she told me, yeah, we can give you 90 days. But then when they was writing up the paperwork, she was like, yeah, his first payment won't be due until January. So that's like 5 months.
So we're negotiating. But Nicole, the lot rent is $400 where I am. The lot rent in California is $1,200 where Aaron is. But y'all gotta understand, the reason we ask these parks to pay for our lot rent, the reason we ask these parks to pay for the move of the mobile home, pull out the calculator for me. Because I know y'all was probably gonna get me on the other video because my math don't be mathing, but it's gonna be right on this one because I'm gonna put this calculator out.
We ready to go.
We're asking the park to cover lot rent, $400 for 6 months. That's $2,400, right?
Yep, your math is mathing.
That's $2,400, right? Okay. 6 months, $2,400. Well, let's say we ask for the move. So here we asking for the move. They paid for the move. How much?
$3,800.
That's $3,800. Normally when we're asking for give me 6 months, we said $2,400, or pay for the move, which is $3,800. Guess what we're guaranteeing on the back end? We're guaranteeing that that mobile home is going to stay in this park for a minimum of 5 years. Now we all know that if a mobile home is staying in the community for a minimum of 5 years, let's do the math on that. Let's say the rent stayed at $400, the lot rent stayed at $400 for 5 years, which we know is not. What's 400 times 60 months?
24,000.
Hold on, because y'all didn't hear him.
Damn!
$24,000. So what I like to do, this is how the conversation will go. You be the park owner and you attempt to not give me 6 months free lot rent. Hey, Mr. Haynes, I really appreciate you allowing me to bring this mobile home into your park. I think this is a really nice park, and I think that your rental rate is priced fairly. $400 is one of the best I've seen in the market. That being said, I would like to get 6 months free lot rent.
Oh, thank you for all the compliments.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can do 6 months, but maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle, possibly. 6 months is a lot, and it's a long time for me not to be receiving any lot rent payments.
Yeah, I understand that 6 months is not a lot, but you know, I plan to have a continual relationship with you. You can check my references at the other park. I brought 4 homes in. And you know, when I bring a home into your park, it increases the value of your park, as you know. And also, I'm willing to sign a 5-year agreement saying that I'm going to stay here for 5 years. So in turn, I'm asking you for 6 months free, which is $2,400. But in turn, me guaranteeing to stay here for 5 years, that's over $24,000 I'm bringing you.
Wow. Now that I look at it like that, I think I just might be able to give you 6 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mr. Haynes?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Haynes.
No problem. I really appreciate you adding value to my park.
Y'all, I'm not saying it's gonna work like that every single time, but you have to remind people what you're doing for them. I don't want you to get excited. Oh, I found a park that's investor friendly and they're gonna let me move it in. I started doing that very early on in the game. And I moved in 2 houses. And then I called another park and they was like, oh yeah, if you move it in, we'll pay for it. And I asked the lady, that'll be great, but why would you pay for it? She said, because every time you pull in a mobile home, you increase our lot value by $30,000 to $60,000, depending on the home that you brought in.
Thank you so much for acknowledging that. That's like so nice.
And she was nice enough to explain it and break it down to me. And I started saying, I'm helping him create, you know, a gold mine. So that's why I became more bold and more confident to ask for, not amenities, incentives. So I'm definitely always asking for free lot rent, or I'm asking for the mobile home move to be moved. Even if it's a home that's already established on the lot, think about it, y'all, and it's been sitting there empty for 6 months, you're still bringing in revenue, right? That mobile home has been sitting there for 6 months empty. They're losing $2,400. So I'm gonna come in and ask for free lot rent. And when they ask, well, why would I give you free lot rent? Well, I'm glad you asked, Mr. Haynes. It's been vacant for 6 months. I'm gonna guarantee that the mobile home will stay here for 2 years, 2 years, 5 years, whatever terms you wanna come up with. But I like to point out my value so they can understand. I'm about to bring you in more revenue for this empty lot that has been, for this empty mobile home that has been sitting in your lot. So those are some of the things that I like to ask for, but guess what, y'all? This ain't over with, because our mobile home mover, he can't wait to talk to y'all, and we're gonna get one-on-one experience so y'all can hear from a mobile home mover some things that you should be asking. So stay tuned.
Yep.
So y'all, here's the story. As you can see behind us, they're taking this mobile home out. If you go back to the previous video, we showed you that mobile home. Well, y'all, they delivered the wrong mobile home. Never had that happen. Bobby said he's been doing this for 20 years. They never had that happen. So the mobile home was sitting on the lot and they just picked up the wrong mobile home and delivered it. Our actual mobile home is the one that's supposed to be there now. They've been out here for a couple of hours getting it done. Tell them the process of what happened when you got out here and realized it was the wrong mobile home.
All right, so going in, I spoke with the president of the manufacturing company, and she was telling me, hey, if you buy this home, we want $5,000 for it. If you buy it, I'll give you this next one free. I'm like, okay, cool. So she walked me out, and I see the home, which is that home, the correct home. And then, I'm in California, FYI, this location is in Tennessee. So they tell me like 2 weeks ago, hey, they brought the homes. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get to town Sunday night. It's nighttime. I come to the park, don't pay attention to it because it's dark. Come the next morning, I instantly call my sis. I'm like, sis, they brought the wrong home. So
and she's like, no, Aaron, that's your home, that's your home.
Yeah, she's like, are you sure? I'm like, I got video, pictures, I've been into the house. She's been into the house. She's been into the house. So I talked to the park manager, we called the president over there at the manufacturing company, and she's like, you know what? We did. So I go back over there Tuesday, talk to her, get on the phone with the movers, and they were like, you know what? We got to move this 90 footer, and then we'll get yours done on Thursday. So today is Thursday, so here we are. That's the wrong home that they bought in.
And they taking the wrong home back up out of here, y'all.
And that's the correct home.
So y'all listen, we learned a couple of valuable lessons with this deal. So again, this was a deal that Aaron did while he was home in California. What's up, Rashada?
Hey, what's going
Miss Bean.
I'll see.
So again, it was a virtual deal. So Aaron and I discussed some things that could have went differently. So for an example, if it was a virtual deal, when he confirmed with the mover, he could have said, hey, just confirming you're moving my mobile home tomorrow at 8 a.m. Here's the picture of the mobile home. Just wanted to make sure everything was correct. So we wouldn't have to swap out two houses. What's another lesson?
Definitely follow through, and then maybe even have them take some pictures. Be like, send me a picture. Yeah, send me pictures of what you're gonna move from the lot, and show me, you know, the one that you were planning on moving, like taking from the lot, moving to the park. So basically just following through, like you said, and maybe have your boots on the ground. Leave them with a picture, making sure, and they there for the move, making sure it's the right home. So
we definitely don't want you all to shy away from doing virtual deals. You just got to be very thorough with the process. Of course, you want to be thorough with any mobile home deal that you do, but when it came to virtual deal, this was a hiccup we would have never saw coming. And the movers were very apologetic. They moved it a few days later, and they explained, we've been doing this for 20-something years. We never done that. It was just a simple mistake. Yeah,
they actually was making jokes about it. Every time I talked to the mover, he was laughing about it. He's like, I've never seen this or never done this. So yeah, they were like really nice about it.
Yep.
Made jokes about it, so it's pretty cool.
You'll see our other video. Bobby is the man. He gave us full detail of how to move a mobile home from A to Z, how long he's been doing it, what you need to be a mover. So y'all make sure you tap in.
Ooh, a dog coming.
Cut.
I was just trying to get you.
Mobile home mommy.